Welcome back to the channel, guys. I decided to paint the tiny house white. Now the tiny house matches the truck, so it kind of just makes sense, right? The tiny house used to be green, and it was painted green, if you don't remember, because Guggen helped me build this beautiful tiny house, and one of their rules was to paint it green.
There's one condition though.
What's the condition?
The house has to be green.
Because Guggen Green, that's the color of the company. I've been working with Guggen for 3.5 years, and I decided to paint it white because I'm no longer working with Guggen. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Today's video is sponsored by Guggen, but I would never not work with them. That was a joke. I love Guggen, been working with them forever. Not going anywhere. Just to save you the headache, everything I just said was a joke. I'm sure the thumbnail will kind of show that though. All right, so let's talk. I just filmed a video rain camping in the tiny house during a little bit of a storm, and I noticed there's a wet spot over here. I'm gonna be honest. Apparently, that has been there since we applied this piece of wood. So ignore that. Right here, I'm not sure if the skylight is condensation or if water is getting in or what the case is. I think I did an incredible job repairing and building this thing, so hopefully it's not my fault. I don't know, but if it is, I'll take accountability, obviously. But I read your comments. I read every single comment. I applied Henry elastomeric on the entire outside of the tiny house except the roof. But Becca, that's the most important part. Keep watching, you'll find out why I didn't apply this on the roof. You'll see, don't worry. But I got 2 cans of this, so I do have an extra one if anything. So maybe I am applying it to the roof. You'll never know. Just kidding, you'll know. You'll know. I don't want to talk too much because I really do want to get to building, but let's just say I'm gonna build this thing how I want it to look, and it might turn out really bad by the end of this video. I don't know what the final product's gonna look like, but I'm excited to find out and bring you guys along with. As always, I'm not a professional builder, but I really enjoy doing it, so I don't know if that counts for anything. You guys are gonna understand real quick what's going on though. This is nice. I really dig the look. Super easy to work with and cut too, the piece of metal. I'm really satisfied with how it's going so far. We have 1 panel done out of like 100, but we're still gonna keep going. Right now, I'm really happy with my decision. Like really happy. Wouldn't be a successful project without cutting myself at least once. Gotta make sure we're doing this correctly. Definitely fun, just a lot of work. I didn't think this was gonna be so easy to cut. It's not, I mean it's easy, but these are already kind of getting dull on me, so now it's not as easy as it was when it started, so you know. But honestly, anyone can do this. This is not bad at all, and you don't need to buy an expensive you know, saw to cut this with. You just need, these were a pack 3 for 20 because it was a right, left, and a straight cut. 20 bucks. Not bad. I actually recommend this. Sorry, in case you're curious, this is the screws that I am using. This is galvanized, sorry, long day. And basically this is exactly type of screws you're supposed to be using, because there's like this foam right here that makes it water sealed on the metal. So that's what we're using. Came in a 90 pack. We're almost out. Oh no, 100 pack. Not many left. So I might need to pick up another one tomorrow. But nonetheless, it's looking pretty good. Okay, give me 30 seconds or less of your time. Thank you to Guggen Squad for sponsoring today's episode, or Guggen Baits. If you guys want anything outdoor apparel related, they have new sweatshirts for the winter, beanies, all that good stuff. And of course, they have a bunch of baits, rods, reels, lines, lures, any baits that you could possibly imagine, whether that's topwater, soft plastics, jigs, bladed jigs, crankbaits, jerk baits, deep diving crankbaits. Whatever your heart desires, GuggenSquad.com has it all. I know I'm a little bit biased because I've been working with them for so long and so many years, but they've been supporting my channel since day one. So if you want to support all my crazy adventures and trips and my pretty crazy builds, because I like to build stuff on this channel quite a lot, then support me by going to GuggenSquad.com and using my code at checkout. Code Becca saves you 10% off. And they just have unbelievable products. I wouldn't steer you guys in the wrong direction. I truly believe in all their products that they've produced. I've personally tried every single bait that they've ever made, and I've worn 99% of the apparel that they've came out with that's on their website right now. Super high quality stuff. And Guggen, if you're watching, I love you. Thanks for working with me still. Appreciate you guys a ton. Anyways, that's all I got. Let's get back to this build, because the build's pretty crazy. Pretty cool build. Enjoy the build. Code back at GuggenSquad.com. This is one side. This is just the white over everything. That's that sealant that I used. And then we got this. Hold on. I'm so proud of myself. And it's only halfway. Only halfway. We still have to do a lot of trimming and other stuff that I'm actually really excited about, and I think it's gonna look so good. And I didn't think I had it in me, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. We're 50% done on the wall paneling, so I'll take that. Well, rise and shine. Good morning. You'll never guess where we are this morning. You would never guess. They take all my money. Where do I start? It's downpouring. It is, yeah. When I looked at the weather, it said that it wasn't gonna be raining from like 6 to 9:30-ish. I woke up at 5:30, hit the road. Lowe's opened up at 6. I got to the, hardware store Lowe's at 6 opening time, because I was like, okay, I'm only gonna have a couple hours to do like major things that I need to do, and then I could probably finish the rest in the rain. Nope, not a thing anymore. It's now on the radar that's going to be pouring all day, like all day. So let me show you around. So take it all in. This is gonna be our working section, and then this is to cover my tailgate and to get in and out of the tiny house without getting soaking wet. Really, really bad part is it was pouring on the way home, and the rain would hit here and then trickle all the way down, and now my pillows in my truck camper bed soaking wet, and I'm going camping tomorrow. So that's another issue, is I'm leaving and hitting the road super early tomorrow morning, and for the next week and a half, I'm gonna be up in upstate New York. Hopefully you guys have already seen those videos. I think this is gonna come out afterwards. I have no idea. The goal to make everything work out for the next 2 weeks schedule wise is that when I get back from my trip, I'm only gonna have about 3 days until I need to take the tiny house out camping, because I have like solidified plans with people, and we need the tiny house. So I go on my trip, I come home, and I only have 3 days to do the roof and what else I'm going to be doing to the tiny house. So that means I'm so limited on time if I can't at least the bare minimum get up this wall and the side wall today. The issue is measuring is going to be super hard because I can't measure it the same way that I did yesterday, these metal panels. There's a lot of obstacles in our way, but we're not going to let Mother Nature win. I don't know if you guys can see that on my finger, but yesterday from taking this yellow pear and cutting like this, my finger kept rubbing on this thing right here, and then I got a blister, and then I had to keep cutting through the blister, and then it you know, popped. So I have a game plan to keep cutting successfully today. Getting a blister on my thumb now. All right. I'm bored, you're probably bored. I'm gonna time lapse this. I woke up very, very early to get started because there's road work going on right next to my parents' house, and I did not beat them, and they're already working, and it's gonna be quite a loud day working on the tiny house next to all the big machinery going on. A little bit of a bummer, but I'm home from my trip to New York. If you hopefully I posted the upstate video before this one, but if not, oops. Anyways, one of the best trips I've ever been on. Probably my favorite truck camping trip, period. But today's a big day. I ordered this. It is called MFM Peel and Stick Self-Roll Roofing. I got it off of buymbs.com. I've never heard of this company before, like 2 weeks ago. It took forever to come in, but even though I did pay for 2-day shipping, it took about a week, which, you know, I expected. Nonetheless, the reviews are amazing, and people who have campers with a flat roof were rating this like a 5-star, saying it helped their camper and saved it from water damage, all this great stuff. So I ordered it because technically I should be using the same stuff as campers and people redoing theirs and whatnot. So I bought this stuff. It's basically a massive roll of tape. Let me get it out of the box. Oh, wow, that weighs a lot. So this is going to be the first layer. I'm not messing around. This is going to be the first layer that's going on, and then we're gonna also add something else to the roof to make sure it ain't ever gonna leak. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. I can't even hear myself think. Trust the process, but we do have wood that's gonna be going on the tiny house, the outer layer of the tiny house. The exterior. This stuff is super super useful. I got pine right here, some very expensive pine that I got, and I just really like working with pine, and I've been looking for an opportunity to use pine more, and now it's time. I like working with pine wood. Anyways, I'm gonna get going on this. Sorry about the noise. All right, I finished the water guard stuff. I think that takes a couple hours to actually fully dry, so we're not even gonna touch those. We're not even touch them at all today. This is our roof. Gonna be truthful, I didn't want to do green. I wanted to do red. Red isn't in stock, and it would take over a month to come if I ordered it online. I don't got time. You know, winter's coming, snow's coming. I can't really be doing that, so we went with green. So we're still kind of going with the Guggen green. Wasn't on purpose though. So I'm gonna time lapse me cutting this. They're just getting louder and louder. I'm gonna put on time lapse, do maybe 3 or 4 panels right now, and then, you know, go from there. Let's do it. Very, very, very hot out. I had to wait until the top of the tiny house was completely dried in order to put that sticky peel and stick stuff that I got, that I showed you guys on the start of today. I bought glasses this morning and already lost them. Thanks, Dad. Stealing this from you. I'm gonna show you guys a product that I just bought a couple hours ago. I didn't tell you guys that I bought it. Look how goofy I look. I didn't tell you guys I bought it or anything, but this is, you'll see what, you'll see. Little, yeah, I kept hurting myself pretty bad with those snippers because they were really dull, and then this morning at 5:30 when I went to Lowe's, I bought a new pair and a longer pair, and it worked for a little bit, and then I cut myself really bad twice. So then I left the house, bought gloves and glasses, and then while I was there, I was like, you know what? Let's buy a pair of shears. So I bought a pair of shears, worth the money, honestly. You can't cut this way because of these humps. I've tried, it's very, very hard, which is a bummer, but it still saves me a headache. So I'm pretty stoked about my purchase. Well, welcome back. It's day number 4. I just picked up a bunch of wood, spent way too much money, and I figured something out or found out some information that I'm not very happy about. Yesterday, I put up these 2 pieces of wood, which I'm planning on doing to pretty much all of it. It's gonna be cool how I'm picturing it in my head. We're gonna do a lot of trim. But I used that water sealant stuff yesterday, and I want to stain the wood like red cherry wood. That's the goal. So I got that water stuff, and then I was gonna use that stuff and then use stain. So I bought this stuff right here. This is 1 coat exterior stain and sealant. So it stains it and seals it, waterproofs it, 6 years guaranteed, and we got the red wood, which is exactly what I want. All right, let's hope this is the right color that I'm looking for. So last time we bought something like this, it didn't really work out. Ooh, I dig that color. I dig that color. Lila said she thought it would look better if I also did the door, and I agree, but I almost wish I had like a skinnier piece of wood, which I do. So I'm completely out of stained wood right now. I have 2 more pieces in the shed that are the same exact piece of wood or type of wood, the pine, but it's not stained. So I'm probably gonna stain those 2, and then all we technically have left, again, I'm out of wood. Don't really have my truck right now, so I don't know what I should do. I know the stain's gonna take 4 hours to dry, It's 11:30. Should get a call from my mechanic soon to know what's going on. Could probably fit Pine in the Nissan if I really wanted to. Eesh, complications, folks. But I'll figure it out. Trying to clean up the edges a little. That's really one of the last things I want to do, is not all the metal like lines up perfectly, and I just kind of wanted to clean up the edges. I thought a jigsaw would be just fine, but it's not really going well. So if you guys have any recommendations, please put them in the comments below so I can fix it and figure out how to do it. That'd be awesome. All right, I have one more trick up my sleeve. I don't even know what you call this thing, but I got this tool. So, multi-tool, cool. I just wouldn't say that's getting the job done either. Shoot, I don't know, I don't have any other tools for that. Yeah, that works. Kind of. Not really that well. Maybe I need like an angle grinder. Is that what that thing's called? I think that's what I'm gonna have to buy. I don't know. I'll wait for you guys to comment something and I'll get it done. But, okay, I think I just screwed myself by doing that. There we go. Okay, well, ignore that. Oh man, oops. After what feels like forever dealing with all these leaks in the tiny house, I can confidently say I don't see any future leaks coming out of this build. This might have taken me a pretty long time, but I'm so happy with the results. It looks so good. Everyone just stares at it when I drive by. I mean, it's definitely an eye catcher, and it's exactly what I was looking for when I went to go rebuild this with metal. It's the exact look I was going for. I definitely learned a lot of new skills during this process, and there was a lot of ups and downs, and it might not have been the cheapest rebuild, but it is one that's going to last a really long time, and it just looks so stinking good. If there's anything you guys recommend that you want me to tweak a little bit, let me know in the comments down below. I'm all about learning new things, and this was a project that definitely taught me a lot, and I'm excited to see what kind of comments you guys have for me, suggestions, all that good stuff down below, because I want to keep learning. It was a lot of fun, like a ton of fun. Let's go check her out. I mean, come on now. I wish I had my truck on me so we could tow it and kind of go on a camping adventure, but sadly that's not really possible. My dad's letting me borrow his car just so I could take it out on the road to see how it looks, but Wow, it looks good. Looks so good. It couldn't have been more picture perfect to what I was looking for. There's still some stickers over there that I gotta take off. The piece of metal. Oh my goodness, she's beautiful. I know I wanted a red roof, but the green actually looks pretty good. Better than I thought it was going to. I just couldn't wait over 2 months or whatever it was to get that shipment in. I missed my truck, but I have no idea what the ETA is on when I'm gonna get my truck back. It's been over a week at this point, so I don't know. You guys definitely don't know. Unless you do. I don't know. That'd be a little weird. I'm ready to go on its first official real adventure as the tiny house rebuild V2. V2, baby, version 2. This thing's a beaut. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This was a blast. I can't say that enough. But I'm gonna stop rambling. Look forward to future videos in this thing. No more leaks. I don't know. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you beautiful people on the next one.